Greetings and welcome back, Dapplings, to Rimworld and to the town of New Camaraderie, where LMC had a brush with being lungless, didn't like it too much, so we fixed him. We're awesome. Right, now, we want to ensure that everything in here is a wooden floor. Is it all a wooden floor? That is the question. Yes, it is actually a wooden floor all the way around. That's fantastic. I imagine we just need to get rid of some of the snow in these areas. Now, we do have power, and it should be running... well, it's not running all the way around, but it soon will be. This will be its own circuit there. There we are. It's going to take a little while to get it all installed, but that'll be fine. Once we've done that, then we can have plenty of heat in this room. Now, we could go about getting the day lamps running off. Well, either using day lamps or just regular light. Now, regular light is not going to mean that anything in here grows very quickly, but it will allow it to grow. And perhaps, initially, that should be all we do. I mean, I could stretch out the lamps as far as this if I wanted to. We could see how that works. We'll set it up like that, and we'll just have a look. See if that is good enough. It'll take a little bit of time to get that all set up. Also, we need to adjust the heat in here, for obvious reasons. So we'll have a heater there, a heater down here, as well as two heaters on these walls there and there. Now, it's going to take a little bit of time. Now, this will actually give us enough light for it to grow fairly slowly. I mean, it's not going to grow quickly, which is a shame, obviously, but... Right, there we go. Surrogate organs. Gaining higher medicinal knowledge, crafting simple surrogate organs to replace missing ones becomes possible. Well, we don't actually need it anymore, but I'm very glad to have it. Synthetic organs. Further research in nanotechnology allows you to create incredibly well-engineered artificial organs. Now, at this point, the organs that we'd be able to make become simply much better than the ones we've currently got. But I would prefer to look at, well, yeah, I would kind of prefer to continue working on bionics for the time being. Now, this is there. This one, I want to pull the temperature up to 10 degrees. And then we'll have one that can go as high as 15. Well, actually, I think 10 degrees is the lowest that the temperature needs to be in these rooms. We'll have 2 at 10 degrees, 2 at 15 degrees. So it should be able to keep this room at a comfortable 15 degrees. We will then have possibly a powered vent, perhaps, to move temperatures out, heat out of the room in the extremely unlikely event that it ever gets too hot. There we go. This should start warming up very quickly. The indoors is now 10 degrees. That is wonderful. This is trying to get it up to 15. Unfortunately, all of this, they're going to be running for a long time at this kind of heat level. Do we ever actually really need it that hot? I don't think so. You know what, let's just keep it at 5 degrees, and then these two at 10. There we go, people are planting. Cargo pilot named Max M. Altman calls you from nearby. He's being chased by pirates from the Locusts. He begs for safety and offers to join your colony. Biologically, he is 50 years old. Be warned if you accept. No, not a 50-year-old. I'm very sorry, Max. Max screams in panic through the tiny speaker before you cut off the transmission. I'm sorry, but, you know, they're probably really hungry, and we can understand that. Probably better than most. On that note, how old are you, LMC? Age 45, my lord. You're ancient. Well, let's get that fixed. And there we go. So we want this one to just be pulling the temperature up to 5 degrees. There we go. This should be able to be kept at 10. Now, the growth rate is going to be horrible because they're only growing based on these tiny little lights. These ones at the edge are only 23. If we wanted that at 100%, it'd be hard to reach. But in the winter months, we can just have it lit up like this. In the summer months, we can just take the roof off and shut down all of the heaters. And that would be perfectly fine. There would be no issue with this maintaining that level of heat. Perhaps we could afford some lamps? I'm not sure. Maybe. I mean, right now they're at a fairly nice growth rate. We could push it a lot higher. But this is going to start pulling an awful lot of power from us. We could have something there, for example. But these draw... Power needed 150. Change color. We're not going to change colors. Well, maybe we will. Whereas the sun lamp... let's find out. Sun lamp. How much power draw does it have? Doesn't mention. Well, I mean, I could have it there. But it wouldn't quite reach everything. Okay, let's just drop one down and see how much that takes. Let's also grab some more steel as well. There we go. How are you doing? Training is going well. You're almost capable of being released in combat. Not quite with you. But I would like the Devil Strand to be growing pretty quickly if we could get it there. Over here, let's grab a little bit more and then run a tunnel this way. You can be slain. How are we doing? We've got crazy amounts of meat. It's good times for us. Right, okay. That pulls 1,600. That is going to empty those batteries like crazy fast. That is really, really bad. It's over 10 times as much. And it's not 10 times as much of a growth rate. At all. Does have probably a reasonably wide area of effect, but we would need 4 of these to achieve full coverage. So we've gone from 23 to 114. I don't think it's justifiable. I really don't. And it's a shame. It really is a shame, but I just don't think it's justifiable. So that's going to have to go. And you know what? I am just going to change the color. I'm going to change the color to... There's lots of different colors. Red, green. Synchronize all of the plants. This is our growery. We want green lights, damn it. It's only got a growth rate of 17, 23 there, 16 there. I mean, there's enough light at the top for it to be fine. But these edges, not going to grow very quickly, I'll be honest. Perhaps what we could do is we could add a couple more lights. Let's see, 23, 23, 20. These stop being quite as good, like 25, 16, 16. We just need a little bit of extra light down here, really. Perhaps even if we move these down by 1, it would be okay. Certainly an option. We'll have to look into it. But for now, I think this is going to be fine. We can make do with this for the time being. Right, how are things going in here? Right. Okay, we want to copy over these bills. So, 20 fine meals. Do until you have 20 of them. And you can make it out of pretty much everything. There we go. And also, simple meals will just do until you have 10. And again, you can make it out of anything. There we go. So that's all done. We can now remove this. And this chair. Actually, it's a good chair, so we'll leave it there for the time being. Butcher table. Butcher the everything forever. Details. Everything. Except, well, I mean, colonists. No. Don't butcher the colonists. We're going to make sarcophagi for them. At this point, we can uninstall this. We will uninstall these. We'll move them up there and they can have their little dining table. There we go. It'll all be fine. And since this is a bit of more of a bloody room. Brown, purple. No, that's gonna be a red room. Ah, glorious. Dark Havoc approves of that room. And since this is a very cold room, this will be blue. I like coloured lights. Ah, good times. Very good times are these. Right, okay, well, we've got Devil's Strand. They're going to be growing slowly. Eventually, when we've got the power set up to afford it, we'll have sun lamps in there. But we just flat out don't have that power yet. So we're not going to worry about it. Now, as for private rooms, shouldn't be a private room because we want that to be like a death zone. We've got a prosthesis trader, an exotic goods trader. No, we don't need any of that, please. Let's get these installed, though. Oh, don't be so sad. You're going to make me sad. I don't want to be sad. We're going to pop that down there. We're going to give them some really nice furniture. So I want some nice hide chairs. What have we got? We've got human leather. You know what? Yes. You deserve it. It's going to cost me 100 human leather to make these for you. We can have 2 human leather chairs there. I'm going to have a little plant pot there as well. Oh, it'll be lovely. Wow. Lap of luxury, this place. Lap of luxury. Superior human leather chair. Look at that. I don't know what that one's going to be like. Another superior chair. Ah, it's beautiful. I have a rose there as well. You know what? We're going to have a little carpet. Oh, we don't have the means for that yet. That's a shame. Hops are growing okay, but it's going to take a long while. We're keeping this room capable of growing at the very least. So we're going to start bringing things in. Eventually, though, we are going to need a better power source, and that is going to be something we're going to have to get to in time. We've got this at the moment to run our turrets, which we don't have yet. We are going to want a similar setup really over here as well. So first, we desperately need this prioritized. To the point that I'm kind of feeling that we should stop them working on that for a little bit. Let's see. Are people busy at all? They don't look too busy, but... Well, Emily's probably mining still, which is great, but... we need... In this room, we're going to need some heating, actually. But... You know what? How about we run... a vent, just a straight up vent, just passing the air between these rooms, because there's nothing quite like, just kind of waking up to the smell of freshly cooked person. That's enough to just put you in a good mood for the rest of the day. Everyone's gonna love that. They're just chilling out, watching the TV in their people chairs. Ah, glorious. And although it only said that we made it out of human leather, now it actually used the bones as well. It is basically very carefully designed out of a human skeleton and bones, so that when you sit in it, it kind of hugs you, kind of just reaches up and grips you. Ah, Dark Avax spares no expense for his loyal minions. He makes them chairs out of the disloyal ones. We'll keep that there for now, just in case. Ooh, is everything all right? How's training going? Oh, close, but not quite. How about you? No, still not quite. Not too happy. We're starting to run low on food. Well, I mean, we're nowhere near low on food, but still. Need more hunting happening. Much more hunting happening. Also, not really liking the fact that this hasn't been hauled. Emily, can you please come and grab the AI Persona Core? Because that's stupidly expensive. And I would prefer it not to just be randomly left outside here. Everyone come down here, haul all these things up there. Thank you. Yes, we're going to need to set up our trap area to force people to enter here through a series of traps. But we really want to make that wall out of stone and not out of wood, because they'll just break it otherwise. There we go. Fantastic. I mean, at this point, I'd be happy to sell the Persona Core. We don't need it yet. There's absolutely no need for that just yet. Well done, Rilda. Just keeping the place clean. Clean and tidy. I approve. We could do with some paths up there, perhaps. I don't know. Pretty happy to have this, though. Now, we've got a lot of power, so I'm thinking we could afford to shut down some of this power just for now. There we go. Just let these batteries drain while there's no great risk of causing an explosion, though these batteries are draining very fast. Very, very fast indeed. This one not nearly so much, considering it's powering all of our growing areas. And they're going to take ages to grow at this rate. Still, it's better than nothing. Thinking about where we could set up more growth. We could have like a walled-in area up the top for some wind turbines and solar panels, and I think that might be a good idea. Got a visitor there. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and mine this out, and we'll have an area cut out for solar panels. Additionally, the windmills, of course, as well. I don't think it's wise to only have solar panels because, you know, obviously, come an eclipse, bad things happen. Wow, that is drained fast. Okay, you best turn that back on then. Someone's in a poor mood. It'll be LMC because he doesn't like to eat people. I don't know, LMC. You're very stuck in your ways. I suppose I shouldn't be too surprised. Got a bit old. You know, you were brought up not to eat people, and it's hard to get rid of that terrible programming. Society has taught you not to enjoy the things that we should be allowed to enjoy freely. The rest of the colonists pity you a little bit. Alright, they will prepare for a while and then they will attack. Let's find out where they are. Okay. Well, it's not going to be a great fight for us, but we could still easily wipe them out at this point, if we're clever about it. How many of them had melee weapons? There are a lot of them. Oh, that's going to be nasty. 3 people, 4 people with melee weapons. So they're going to charge straight through. So we're going to just need to do so much damage all in one go that it's not going to matter. Alright, you know what? LMC, I don't want you to kill these things. No more killing. Okay, you can take that back, but no more killing over there. I need you doing other stuff for now, because they are going to be here soon. Let's get you in. Right, they're beginning their assault, so that means everyone else needs to get ready for them. That's why I've not chopped these trees down yet. They're actually really, really useful for me. I want you there. You can take up position there. And you're actually in a good enough position. That'll do there. Right, we've got the wargs. Are the wargs capable of being released? No. Can I have you? You can follow Rilda. Excellent. Rilda, hang back with your loyal wargs. Where are they going? Really? Seriously? Really? Oh, fantastic. We didn't even need to fight. You just smacked someone else and made off with them. I'm not going to worry about it. Stupid people shouldn't have tried to walk straight through you, should they? Dumb people. Alright, let's grab that. LMC, let's have a look at your needs. Cooked cannibalism. Seriously, stop being so squeamish. It's just a bit of people. They don't need the meat anymore. We will devour more rabbits. I mean, if we can just get some more non-people, I suppose that LMC might stop being quite so upset. It's unlikely, but we'll try. There we go. Right. Well, research finished bionics. Fantastic. Let's see. Vansidium. Now, that is a new metal added by this mod for some of the really good bionics. I don't think any of the organs require it, but rib replacements might be nice as well. Nutrient resynthesis. Temperature control, machining. Yes, let's get machining so that we can start breaking down some of the machines. And additionally, let's look at what we can build now. We can make a surrogate organ workbench. We can make a simple prosthetics, bionics. Now, you tend to need all of them because they kind of build up from each other. So you make something at the basic prosthetics workbench, and then you make that into something new in the simple prosthetics workbench, and then something new in the bionics workbench, and so on and so forth. We are going to get to that, but there's not too much point. Well, I mean, it kind of is in a way. For now, though, I would really like to get an electric smelter up and running. Simply because I want to start breaking down the slag that we've got just lying around. And eventually a machining bench as well. So let's pop this down there. And while we're waiting on that, I would like this wall to be dug out all the way around. Down there as well. We'll replace all of this with wood so that we can run a cable all the way around and actually power all of these things. I'm thinking we'll have our private quarters down here, though. I think that makes a little bit more sense. How are we doing for meals? You know, it's not terrible. There we go. We want to get out of this cramped little environment here. So, we want one way in. We don't need to have room for a vent, because obviously we're going to have the pipes in the walls, but I still like the idea of having the corridor 3 wide for the most part. So let's just try and bring this down to, say, 25. That should give us a good number of potential rooms branching off in this area. Ooh, solar flare. Always something like that crops up. Now things may actually start dying, because all of the heating is gone. This is going to get very cold very quickly. Drat. And much as with the hydroponics, once the power's gone. There's nothing much you can do about it. It's very cold for this kind of for a solar flare to happen. It's going to get nasty. You can see fogging up everywhere. Now, one thing you can do is build some places around a walled-in geotherm, because every time that bit of steam there, that's producing heat. So you could have all of your people kind of sleeping in the geotherm room if you absolutely needed it. If someone could go kill that muffalo before it causes any damage, that would be grand. Looks like Emily... No? No, Overlord's on the way. Really, Overlord? Okay. Dance-a-lot, you're up. Get back in. You're up, Dance-a-lot. Okay, you're good. Fantastic. That's going to be a lot of meat. Wow. So many wargs. I'm not going to mess with them. I wouldn't want bloodshed to get upset. Just because we eat people doesn't mean that we should feed our wargs warg meat. My goodness, what kind of monsters are you for even thinking that? I've got a lot of mining to do still, unfortunately. Textiles trader. Ooh. Overlord, let's have a chat with the textiles trader, shall we? Now, we're going to sell the cloth pants, all of the terribly broken stuff that no one is going to wear in our colony anymore. No, I mean, we'll keep those. We can still use them, but no one will wear anything. Well, I think 1 or 2 people will actually wear some things below 50%, but... no, well, we'll keep that one. We can sell off the leather. There's no point in keeping these because the odds of us seeing beavers, again, fairly slight. Hairs, we may as well keep. We've got over 100 there, so they can be used for something. Squirrel skin, we're going to be having more squirrels. Very close to 100, which is all you need for some of the more interesting things. And human leather, we're just going to flat out keep because we want it. There we go. Work is done. Critical mode. Ooh. I have no idea who that was, but apparently they're not upset anymore. Yes! Well done, Yule. You can now be released. Fantastic. Wilder will have a loyal hound. Unfortunately, they're all starting again because they all died in the cold. Ah, it's so sad. Of course, if these were sun lamps, that wouldn't be so much of a problem. But really, I need all of this to be turned into stones, honestly. Psychic drone, male gender going to be a little bit upset. They're just going to have to live with it for now. Let's get that built. For the time being, I'm actually going to cancel that for now. Let's get rid of that. There we go. Emily's doing some good work. Once we've got the wind farm up here, I'm going to feel much better about building sun lamps. And once we've got that added growth speed, it'll be much easier to actually get things grown. It's just right now, they'll take so long to reach maturity that there's a reasonable chance that something's going to go wrong in that time. Which is quite annoying, but there we are. There's not a whole lot we can do about it, unfortunately. Right, we want all of these hauled, please. If there's even any room down there. Yeah, there's a little bit of room. And Emily's back working as fast as she can. Wonderful. Let's get more walls done. There we go. Actually, we'll cancel... I'm not sure if they can walk over this, actually. So, we'll do this one at a time. Oh, no, they can. Never mind then. Take it back. There we go. If we can get something like that, even a small something like that set up. I did want to make it out of stone, but I can't wait anymore, so annoyingly we're just gonna have to do it now. Really? Can I not build the wall around here at all? What is this then? Marsh. Ah, dread. Oh well. We're just gonna have to work that into the design. Something like this. Apparently can't build... Oh, got thrombos. Very well. And then build this down here. Sure, we'll build it all the way down. And then just mine that area out. So we'll have a nice long corridor for them to move through. It'll have to work for the time being. It's not ideal, but I've tried to wait it out for long enough now that I just don't think it's going to work for us. Let's chop all of these trees down. Yeah. In fact, just harvest the plants completely. Right, they're going to prepare for a while. Jump to location. Okay, so these have got guns. Decent guns, too. What happened to the guns that we... Oh, no, they escaped with them, didn't they? Drat. Okay, well... Got a cut. Oh, you have got... a nice... You want a charge rifle. Sniper rifle. Assault rifle. You've got some really nice things there that I would like. No. No. You're coming down here. And you're staying down here. I'm going to keep a very close watch on you guys. Need all of this done right now, please. Where are you going, Overlord? Friendlies. A group of friendlies, friendly tribespeople from Rodobolo of Starling have arrived nearby. They're moving in to help you immediately. Wow. Really? How good is our interaction with them? That's actually really good. Kind of goodwill with this faction. 4. Was that because we released one of them after taking out their lung? Could it be? I mean, it's possible, I suppose, but strange, but very welcome. What gear have you got? You've got a wooden club, marble club, great bow. Okay, well, I mean, it's going to be some help. You know what? We won't even eat you if you die. We may be wicked, but we're not unreasonable. There we go. Fantastic. Let's get this wall done as quickly as we can. Well done. Right, okay, we're going to cancel just this part for now. So that we can focus on just getting the general defenses set up. Alright, poor mood. Is that Emily? No. Okay. Escape pod. Oh my goodness. McKnight. Bit old. Maybe. Okay, looks like they may be attacking now. So, we need everyone in our colony to ready up. Actually, everyone get indoors because I've had everyone outside working for a while. What? Really? Again? Seems the Dark Havoc, not only is he dark, but he's also blessed by the gods. The Chaos gods favor Dark Havoc. When there is even the slightest possibility that he might fail, they send avatars, or they basically just rig the dice. I've given up trying to think about it. Dark Havoc's just blessed with crazy luck. It's one of the main reasons he's good at games. Things just go his way. Okay, well, there's an awful lot of stuff out there that now needs to be in our bellies. Make it so. Okay, well, didn't look like we actually needed this after all, but we will still set it up all the same. What? Just... what? Did you just... really? You just decided to attack your own? I mean, okay, but... I'm not gonna tell you off for it, but... oh! Psychic drone, it drove them mad! Wow. That sucks. I mean, you can join us if you really want to, but... craziness. Please don't shoot past Emily. I'm not going to stop you, but I really hope you will stop. Okay. Well, as it looks like... oh, really? Go on then. Capture them and then release them. Actually, no. Rescue them. I mean, they did come to help us. I'm not going to have them ignored. Rescue. Don't capture. Rescue. I mean, it was tempting just to let them die, and then we could, you know, freely eat them. But, no. No, they came here to try and protect us. We will honor their intent. They will be brought in, and they will be, oh, what? Are you just sleeping, or are you dying? No, you're just bruised from when you fought with your friend. That's fine. We're going to wrap this episode up there. We are beginning work on the trap system on this side of the base as well. And that will then isolate us from the worst potential attacks. We are going to build up some wind farms and some more solar up there. And it'll probably connect to the main grid through here. Maybe a little battery area back there. But it won't be accessed directly by normal means. I might even just have... a wall running down the outside possibly and connecting in, just so that there isn't an obvious weak point. I could have a wall going out, but then it means like a door, but then it means they might conceivably just try to break their way in and attack us from there, and I'd rather not. So we'll have to see on that, but I hope you've enjoyed and will be joining us in the next episode. But until then, and as always, do take care.